Hello everyone, this is Metagross31 and today I want to show you a replay that I played against Sytac today. It's a PvP replay and we are both at the rank of Reaper, I think. So we are both not really that good, but I still thought this game was really interesting and so I wanted to share it with you. First thing to note is that we are on a generated map and that we both have two really close well positions to our starting orb, which he has as well. So we can safely go tier 3 probably later. And that there are also even more well and ore positions up here and on there, and two wells in the middle. Let's see how this game plays out. We both start with a dread charger, but the difference is that I will be taking a well down here, while he will go for a further well position. Here we go, first well. And he is running down here. Get some more map control. But at this point I already got 6 power, but this shouldn't be too much of a difference. I'm running in with a dread charger and I'm doing a nasty surprise here. As we will see out, this will not really worth it because he's gonna win this tier 1 fight. I'm frenzying these Forsaken to kill the dread charger, but I already lost one of them and they are killing them off quite easily. And they just got out of days, so there's no chance one squad of Forsaken is gonna do this. I could have spawned a dread charger and ran over these, but instead decided to frenzy them because they are gonna die anyways. And he's left with one squad of Forsaken, and so I'm taking a second power well because it will take a long time to attack over there, so I might be able to defend it. Okay. So now he built a dread charger to run over here and take a second well as well, or maybe even go tier 2. And meanwhile I'm also going tier 2 is Shadow Frost. Can speed up a little here. He also took a second well, but at this point I already got 26 power out of my extra well. So this is a slight advantage for me, and he also has the 110 power bound in tier 1 units. So I should be at a small advantage coming out in tier 2. Okay, a lot is going on right now. But oh yeah, and he has also gone tier 2 down here, Pure Shadow. And I took a third well, so he has a power advantage right now and should be able to launch an attack. But I might be able to defend it because he still has these tier 1 units. So I built a Storm Singer, quickly grab that well and attack his dread charger. He builds a Nightcrawler, take my Storm Singer. I pull her back. And I wanted to freeze all of these units, but instead I misclicked and I only hit these Forsaken. So I spent 75 power to only freeze 50 power, and this is not worth it. If I hit both of these, it would have been better. But now he gets a strong attack against my well. Turbo trick it, and this Nightcrawler is even frenzied, so I kill it with my Stormsinger. And there, because I didn't see that he pulled it over up there, I used my Stormsinger to attack his Nightcrawler, which is a mistake because I should have immediately killed this one. I use Glacier Shell on this power well, so it doesn't drop as quickly. Nightcrawler dies, but I can't really defend this because he already built new Nightcrawler, and even my defensive Nightcrawler won't take all of this out in time, and he even body weights it. So now I got 30 power out of this, but it cost me 100 to build, so I'm down at 70 power right now. If we just consider the power wells, if we consider the units, it might be even more. I get down his Dread Charger, these Forsaken die, and he's left with one Nightcrawler, which is even motivated. And I build a Stormsinger to hunt him down, but he runs away. But I decide to take a Power Well again, because with Bit of Frost I can defend quite well, and he also builds third well. Now there's a bit of back and forth. Really a lot going on right here. Okay, and there I decide to attack. Might not be the best idea since I'm behind in power. I built a Lost Reaver, he already built the Night Guard to take it over. He frenzied his Nightcrawler. I wanted to freeze both of these, but I couldn't really hit them. So I instead attack. Now I should have already used the freeze, because now the Night Guard gets a freeze off right before it would have gotten... he gets a swap off right before it would have gotten frozen. And so now he got Lost Reaver and I need to save this Night Guard. So I just get him out of the way of his units. And he uses the Lost Reaver to attack my well position, and I even took another Power Well. Was quite risky, I'd say. But since he also took another Power Well, should be fine, and I'm gonna get a swap back. Now this deck for now is slowed down. And he pulls back his units, and there's another bit of waiting going on. I play a Nightcrawler and I want to attack down here, because he has some units spawned over there, but then I see that he spawns in a Harvester. And now I know that I need to defend this. So I already used my Nightcrawler, which was down here, and sent it back up. Let's scroll back a little bit. Okay, I can't really scroll back now. But I frenzied this Nightcrawler to kill the Night Guard, so he can't swap back the Reaver. Also damage his Nightcrawler. I thought I could kill it, but it has too much health. And yeah, now he's attacking my well position, and I don't have a lot of power, but I was able to get off a Aura of Corruption, which one of the only ways I can deal reliable damage to this Harvester, so he teleports him out. And I run back with my Lost Reaver. No, I'm not really using it right now, this is not a good move. And yeah, I'm using my repairs on this well. I think even Glacier Shell. Yeah, there we go. I have a Frenzied Nightcrawler attacking the Harvester in order to deal some damage. But it looks like, yeah, he got it down, and now he's up by 2 Power Wells already. I kill the Harvester and the Nightcrawler. But he got down my well, so he's in an advantage right now, and I barely got off the repair before the corpse explosion hit. Otherwise, it would have been even worse for me. And so he's up a Power Well again, and he took mine Power Well. So I heal up Lost Reaver, and in the meantime comes down here with 2 Nightcrawlers, and oh, good attack going on. Let's see, 3 Nightcrawlers down here, and 2 up here, which I used to freeze on, and spawned Lost Crawlers to deal with them. Because they will explode once they die and deal 200 damage, and also Stormsingers hitting them, and I pulled the Lost Reaver down here to defend against those 3, since I already used my freeze. And there's another Nightcrawler, and I again used Aura of Corruption. And now I spawn in units, but it's kind of too late. Oh no, I got off the heal, the Cobalt Rig, and so these Nightcrawlers are gonna die. And also up here I deflected this attack, the Stormsinger, and he barely killed another Power Well, so now he already killed 3 of my Power Wells. But this attack is over. And I still have my Lost Reaver, which does not bind any power because it got swapped back and forth already. And 2 Storm Singers. And I decide I use the momentum I now got to back his base up here. I kill a Nightcrawler on the way, which he sent down. And since this power well already got some damage, I'm gonna attack it. He uses an Aura of Corruption to deflect this attack. And now is where I should have already nastied the Lost Reaver, because this does a lot of damage. I think it's even over 1000 damage, so I could have killed the power well with it. But I was slightly too slow, and there he spawns the Harvester and my Lost Reaver dies. So I was just barely too late. And now he can safely repair his power well and attack. Meanwhile, I decided to go tier 3 because I noticed that if I just stay in tier 2 and have to defend against Harvesters, I'm sooner or later gonna lose this game. And with tier 3 I might have a chance to defend. So Harvester and 2 Nightcrawlers coming in. I'm freezing then to buy some time until my tier 3 is up. If I already got my tier 3, I could have used a timeless one, which is even more power efficient, but sadly I was too late for that. Aura of Corruption. And now I can spawn something to damage him. He spawned another Nightcrawler and some Dark Elf Assassins, which damage even himself. So I spawn Silverwind Lancers to buy some damage. Gets out of the freeze, so I spawn more Silverwind Lancers. Doing a lot of damage against my monument, but I'm able to use Cobalt Trick. And the Harvester dies. And I decide to just run over the units so they don't deal any damage, because in a few seconds they are gonna die anyways. And trampling them around is kind of a cheap CC which doesn't cost any power. There comes a Nightcrawler and a Corpse Explosion, which didn't really do anything except for hurting my Silverwind Lancers. And a Dazed Harvester, which is a risky move, but since my orb is already down by so much, could work. But I even have shield building in this deck, so he got 200 power, so he's not really gonna be able to do anything with it. I spawn another Aura of Corruption and freeze him. And now I just need to spawn some units and he's dead because he is dazed. He gets out of the daze, but he already damaged himself with the Nightcrawler spawn. And here come more Silverwind Lancers, killing the Nightcrawler and damaging the Harvester. And a Cobalt Trick, again damaging the Harvester, and he is almost dead. He even killed him himself by spawning another one, which is dazed. And he decides to attack my main base. Now I finally use my Timeless one, which only costs 55 power. Together with 10 power freeze, it's only 65 power, which is cheaper than a Cold Snap. And I can place multiple of them at once and don't have to worry about the Cold Snap cooldown. And he gets frozen just before he hits my power well. So I can use another Aura of Corruption. He spawns a Nightcrawler killing Army of the Undead, but he wants to kill my Timeless one. As you can already see, because I'm down by 2 power worlds and he already kicked 3 of my power worlds, I gain power way more slowly than he does. I get a lot of white power back. This is why I'm able to stay in this game. But I don't really get a lot of power out of my wells. So in the end he will get more power than I will. And my only saving grace is that in tier 3 I can defend like crazy, especially with shield building. And that I will win this game in the long run. I do not carry Lost Grigory in this deck, by the way, so I will have to attack with Ashbound Pyros. He TP'd out with his Harvester, but he is still inside the Aura of Corruption, so I spawned this timeless one to freeze him, but he knocks him around, so I can't really get the freeze off. But then I spawn some Silverwind Lancers, back him. They also get knocked around, and then finally get off another timeless one. Will this freeze, and Silverwind Lancers will kill him. Well, got repaired, and the harvester falls. Uses corpse explosion, but it doesn't kill anything. I can just repair this well, and there we go. Now he is going tier 3, pure shadow, so we will see some white storms later, which I underestimated, so I spawned Ashborn Pyro, but you will see later white storm just kills everything. So I attack his base, and tier 3 goes up, and boom, everything's dead. Even the second Ashborn Pyro I just spawned. So now I need to wait to get some more power. Another Ashborn Pyro. He spawns Cultist Masters, but I just freeze the Nightcrawlers because they will die with their frenzy. And he also spawns some Ashborn Pyros. I even use Life Weaving, but it's not enough to kill his base, sadly. And still got off a freeze to freeze them in place. These Cultist Masters have too little health to spawn any more Nightcrawlers, so they are no danger right now. I simply use another timeless one, freeze them. It sadly didn't hit the Ashborn Pyro, but my Ashborn Pyro is gonna kill him because he is dazed. And even some Silverwind Lancers, which are L counters. And this Ashborn Pyro is quickly gonna go down. Now this is his Aura of Corruption, which he is gonna use to clear up my units. But it will also damage his own units when he spawns this harvester. But now I can just spawn more units, and this harvester is immediately dead, so Aura of Corruption was probably even in my favor. But now he got a lot of white power again, and he can use White Storm when I try to attack. So I spawn some Silverwind Lancers to attack, and Timeless One support. Here he again has Ashborn Pyros, and these Nightcrawlers doing a lot of damage, but oh, this was a great move. I tried to freeze them up here because the Nightcrawlers will die from their frenzy, but he just in time used the Nether Warp to get out of there and kill my Timeless One without getting hit by the freeze. I spawn another Timeless One to defend this attack. Spawns more Ashborn Pyros, so do I. And Silverwind Lancers. Now you see there are a lot of Ashborn Pyros attacking my base, but I just got off the freeze before he used the Evocator's Woe. So I still have somewhat of a chance, but this well is still gonna die. And now he has 3 more wells than I do, and he kicked 4 of my wells, so huge advantage for him. But as you will see, he will soon run out of charges, having spawned so many Ashborn Pyros in here. They only have 6 charges. No, not 6, but 12 if you got all of the upgrades. And now he already has 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 of them in here. And he already used some before, and he also spawned a lot of Cultist Masters already, a lot of Harvesters, so he's quickly gonna run out of his charges. But since the Silverwind Lancers have 20 charges, I will still have some left, and I also spawned less Ashborn Pyros. But I remember I was already getting close on my Timeless One's charges in this game, because I only have 12 of them. Another Corpse Explosion. But again, it doesn't do a lot. But there you go, Void Storm and everything's dead. But I still get a lot of white return. This was a risky move. I played another power well because I was afraid of getting behind in power. I think it would have been better to instead spawn an Ashborn Pyro to attack, because he again used another Void Storm and he should be it should be still on cooldown. And I'm not even sure if this match, at this point I wasn't even sure if this match was gonna go on for 3 minutes and 20 seconds, which makes the power well worth it. So kind of a risky move there. And he uses another Cultist Master. And Cultist Masters can be defended quite easily by just freezing the Nightcrawlers they spawn, and afterwards they don't have enough HP to spawn more Nightcrawlers. Again here time loss 1, and the Nightcrawlers are frozen. They're frozen for, oh well, let's see. Frenzy lasts for 20 seconds and the timeless one's freeze lasts for 20 seconds as well, so there's no way they are gonna attack anything. Another Cultist Master spawning. And another timeless one just freezing it. And this Ashborn Pyro is gonna kill all of this and even healing him up in the meantime. And he spawned another Cultist Master down here to attack this base, to have a split push. Even spawning the Nightcrawlers again. But again, oh no, I think at this point I was... Oh no, I wasn't out of timeless one's charges, so I spawned another one and froze them again. And meanwhile up here the Ashborn Pyro is cleaning everything up. Yeah, I don't even have to attack those because those will die anyways. So I decided to send those two down here to attack. And over here I have a bit of an army left. But again he uses Void Storm and both attacks are just gone. But now I know it's in cooldown again, so I was able to spawn some more Ashborn Pyros, and even a timeless one will support them by freezing the enemy that will attack me. And there he used Evocator's Woe, so I can't use Cold Snap, but I can still use the freeze of the timeless one. So all of these are gonna die again. And 2 Ashborn Pyros hitting those already damaged wells is gonna hurt a lot. And outside of the Evocator's Woe I can even use a Cold Snap to freeze the Harvester he just spawned and Ashborn Pyros. And 3 Ashborn Pyros sitting at this well position are dealing a lot of damage, hitting themselves up. And Void Storm again, so I'm back to no units again. And I try again attacking with an Ashborn Pyro. This time not overcommitting already. And now I sense that he was playing Shadow Mages instead of tier 3 units, so I was thinking he's probably out of charges now. So I was thinking now maybe, even though he kicked way more wills than I did, and you see his score is way higher, I might have a chance because he doesn't have any charges anymore. Down here he attacks with another Cultist Master, but you know I can easily defend it. And the Ashborn Pyro, together with some Silverwind Lancers. This time I directly focus the Monument, because if I manage to kick him down to tier 2, where he doesn't have any Void Storm, probably won't be able to defend against an Ashborn Pyro, especially with Life Weaving. Another Cultist Master, not spawning his units yet. Together I use the Life Weaving. What's going on down here? Yeah, same scenario, Cultist Master versus Timeless One, freezing his units as soon as he spawns them. Defensive Ashborn Pyro by him. And another freeze by me. Down here he even used another warp, but I still caught him. These can't attack anymore because their health is too low. Those are all frozen, he's down to tier 2, and so he will be signed very soon. because there's no way he's gonna kill 2 F1 Pyros and these Silverwind Lancers up here. I even kill those Shadow Mages with the Silverwind Lancers. And this is why he called GG. Yeah, this was a really good game, and I thought it was really interesting how, even though he had a huge advantage, I could still defend in tier 3 and just play on the long game until he runs out of charges and then still win with the Lost Soul stack. And yeah, let me know what you think about this game, anything that we could have done better, maybe use less Aura of Corruptions, or some better attack strategies for both sides, how to play around the Void Storm, or anything like that. Yeah, and thanks for watching, and bye.